And we're live.
And
once again.
We're back.
It's been a while.
It's been a month and a half.
Nuff Bullshit, the return. Hashtag the return.
Hashtag the return of
Jake
the
and
Kings.
Jamie, your favorite listeners, all of our dear viewers out there, I want to apologize because it's been too long without your favorite pals. And I just want you to know that we're back.
And we're back. We're here to stay.
And we're never leaving again.
It was a hard month and a half without this show.
We have been struggling every single day.
We went into a deep depression.
We've been fighting, trying to get this podcast back on its feet. But to what end?
I'll tell you what end. We had tech issues. We will never have tech issues again. We have a new tech guy. We found a new savior of Nuff Bullshit. We call him the Bumblebee.
That's right. Okay, real talk. Last podcast we did, you guys didn't hear it because of technological difficulties.
And Jake, how good was this podcast?
This was probably one of the best podcasts I've ever seen in my life.
It honestly, we're going to call it the Lost Podcast because it'll probably never be heard.
Maybe one day our good friend Bumblebee can trace up these, or it's still on my computer. Maybe he can fix it somehow because he's a sick guy.
So sick. But, yeah, we talked about, I'll tell you a little, we talked about Black Lives Matter, very controversial subject, and we talked about different dimensions.
We did.
Alternative universes.
We did.
And it was very interesting. I don't know how we thought of all that stuff, but we gave some different insights. And I thought it was a very unique podcast, and you guys will never hear it.
So we apologize we've been gone, but the important news is that we're back, and we have some exciting news. Jamie, why don't you go ahead and update the folks on our new schedule?
Yes, I will. So, if you've noticed, most of our podcasts have been hour-long.
Too long.
Sometimes even more. Too long for the viewer. Now, you might be thinking, but wait a minute.
How could we expect somebody to listen to us for longer than half hour?
I know. So they were sitting there going, they're sitting there right now. You guys are sitting there right now saying, but I still want an hour worth of Nuff Bullshit. Well, guess what? 2 episodes a week, 30 minutes each, more content, better, stronger.
Better quality. Mm-hmm. Due to our Buddy B.
Buddy B.
They're going to be crisper. He's monitoring as we speak. He will give us the go-ahead and he will signal us if something's gone wrong. Because last time what happened was we did the whole podcast. It was probably like an hour and 40 minutes. How long was it?
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long.
It was an hour.
It was probably it was an hour. Sorry. It felt like an hour and 40 though. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what happened was we went to listen back, and was it you? We couldn't hear it all.
No. Remember, it was echoing. It was just echoed violently.
Yeah, violent echo. You couldn't bear to listen to it. Like, it was bad. Like, there was a different kind of echo than we're used to, though. It didn't sound like sound echo.
It was echoing. It was echoing ahead of our voices.
Yeah, which was very strange.
Yes.
And obviously something was wrong with the tech. Or the programs were fucked up. I don't know what's going on. But so we took the liberty to hire our own tech guy.
That's pretty cool, eh? That we have a tech guy. Now we can just focus on doing the podcast.
Exactly.
We're like celebrities now.
Well, dear viewers, our faithful viewers.
Yes, all 30 of you.
You don't have to worry anymore. Because we're back.
And like Jake said, we are never leaving. We'll do this till we're 60.
I will do this twice a week for the rest of my life. All right?
All right.
Quote me on that.
I'll do it too. Well, I have to. I'm part of the show.
You are part of the show, like a small part, but a pivotal part.
Supporting role.
Supporting role.
I'm supporting you. This is your thing. This is your baby. I don't really care about this at all, actually.
I know. Like, I was talking to Jamie before we got here, and I was saying, like, well, I had to drag him out here. Yeah. And saying to him, like, can you just try a little harder?
And I said,
the effort needs to be there because this is an important thing. Like, all of our viewers all across the world just want to hear a good podcast. And I'm trying to deliver that to you guys. And Jamie just, his head's in the gutter sometimes. Head's in the clouds.
But now, after this month and a half off, seeing how sad Jake was, I knew I had to step it up a little bit. So I'm here, and I'll be here.
And I have noticed a change because Jamie's he's really hyped up about this.
I even took a shower before this. See,
he took a shower and then he took a shit right after.
Yeah, so it kind of sucked because then I had to.
It's hard to shower and then shit after. Like usually, you want to shit before you shower.
Ideally, you do, because then you can scrub a little bit.
Well, you can clean your butthole in the shower.
Yeah.
Which is ideal, right?
Yeah, but sometimes, you know what? Sometimes after you shower, you're a little bit wet, so that it slides out a little bit better.
You gotta. You know what? That's a fair argument. It's a really fair argument.
Sometimes I hold it in just.
All right, we only got half an hour. Let's get to some serious news. That was the other thing. Jamie was telling me about this. He's had the idea about the half-hour podcast, and I was like, dude, we ramble so much. Like, how much time's gone by already? 6 minutes. All right, we just lost 6 minutes.
We got 24
minutes. We got 24 minutes to talk to you about some serious shit.
Well, if we want to conclude,
and I'm not talking about actual feces here.
Realistically, we have about 5 minutes to talk about stuff because our conclusions are usually pretty long.
We got to make sure we got to give ourselves a good plug.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because all these viewers around all across the world, listeners, pay attention.
You know what? I don't even think we have enough time to talk about Trump today. I think we're just going to go right into the conclusion.
All right, we appreciate you guys tuning in.
Follow us on the.
Okay,
right, now let's get it.
Big news.
All right, so 2 days ago, this is actually perfect that we're starting up again.
Right after
48 hours after.
Right after
the bombshell.
Yeah,
of news that Donald Trump.
No, not that news.
Oh wait, what?
The other big news.
Oh, Nuff Bullshit's back.
Wait, Trump won?
Yeah, Trump won.
No.
Oh, dude, did you stop watching it after CNN shit all over our faces with Hillary news, so that you thought Hillary was gonna win?
Yeah, I assumed that Hillary was just gonna win.
What about all those polls that said she was gonna win? They were so lopsided. I thought she was gonna win for sure. You probably didn't even watch the election. You thought she was gonna win, right?
Yeah, I was hoping that Hillary was gonna win.
Yeah, well, she did. Donald Trump won.
No, I'm kind of excited about this whole election.
Yeah, it was kind of cool how it turned out, eh?
I just love when things happen that people aren't prepared for. It's really it really shows that you never know. You
know why that happened though?
Why?
I'll tell you why. I have a theory.
All right. We're diving deep already.
We're diving deep. So, and it's so funny. I'm going to start off by this. So I'm watching the election, and it starts off, they're talking like they usually do. CNN's very confident that Hillary Clinton's going to win. You can tell by the way they're talking that they think she's going to win. And for the months leading up, I didn't watch a lot of CNN, but whenever I turned it on, they were bashing Trump. They always had that one Trump supporter there out of 5, so that they looked unbiased. But really, they were really pushing Hillary because they wanted her to win. Because the media is corrupt. They want to push who they want to win, and then they shove it down our throats. Well, it backfired because they made it to the point where they were shaming people who were wanting to vote for Donald Trump, to the point where when they went and did these polls across the nation, a lot of people weren't participating because they were scared they were going to get shamed for supporting Trump. So when they released these polls onto the internet and onto the TV, it looked like Hillary Clinton was going to win by a landslide. Little did they know they were going to get blindsided.
Who participates in these polls? Who has the time?
United States of America.
Like the people?
Yeah, the people.
So they go out of their way to do a poll?
Yeah, and they use these polls and use them as facts, saying that this is what's going to happen.
But dude, okay, realistically, would you participate in a poll before the vote?
Not really.
Does anybody really care that much?
I don't think, but here's the thing, I don't think that they can be used that accurately, to accurately portray what
the
US...
B just threw his hands in the air. I don't know what's going on. 10 minutes. Okay. All right,
B, was that a signal that we gave you? Did we tell you to throw your hands in there when we're at 10
I never gave you that signal, man. Come on.
We said we wanted to lower the volume, up the volume, and 30-minute mark.
All right. That's all right. It's his first day. Come on. Anyways.
B, you're doing a great job.
What were you saying?
We're talking about polls.
Oh, yeah, okay, listen. If you go out of your way to participate in a poll, you need to get more hobbies. That's all I'm saying.
So is that what we're okay? It's an interesting take on it. I didn't think we're attacking people taking polls. Okay.
I've never taken a poll.
You know,
I've never participated in a poll for anything.
What about it, like on like NHL.com when it says who do you think's gonna win the?
I don't click it.
No,
I don't care.
Why
does me clicking it matter? What do I get out of this? What do I get for clicking that I think Hillary's gonna win?
Nothing.
Yeah. So I'm scrolling by.
And so did all the Trump supporters apparently, because.
But no, you do have a good point. Whereas the media did a very good job at making Trump look like a complete utter asshole. And people were scared to show their opinions, and I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. And it backfired on them because I feel like a lot of Hillary Clinton supporters felt like they didn't need to go stand in line for 2-3 hours because she had it in the bag.
Yeah.
And then a lot of
you know what? Yeah, that's fair.
I commend the people in this election for not looking at the media and taking it as truth and saying, you know what? I want to vote for change. I think Donald Trump is that change. I'm going to go out and vote.
I agree with that. I'm glad this happened because the media is such a small, like, it's got such a big audience, but the people involved in the media, it's a small number. Like, it's not like compared to the rest of the country.
Mm-hmm.
The people who voted for Trump are like the construction workers, the laborers, the farmers,
mm-hmm.
the tradesmen, like the people who wanted more job or like who needed more jobs and heard Trump, like because he won with that what were they calling the trade line or whatever they were calling those certain states that he won.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Michigan
and everything.
Michigan? He won Michigan.
Yeah, because of his campaign, and it was less about the actual guy like Trump. I don't know. Nobody knows the real who Trump is. Like, he could be a really nice guy. Like, the media does a great job at fucking making people look stupid. Like, yeah, obviously the guy said some dumb things, but haven't we all?
Yeah, for sure.
If you think about the worst thing you've ever said, this is the point I wanted to make. If you think about the worst thing that's ever come out of your mouth, you probably don't remember it, or you might. But think about the worst thing you've ever said. But it wasn't recorded. You know, like you're just joking around with the guys. Maybe you didn't know enough about something. You just kind of say something dumb and you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Or like people say things and maybe they mean them, maybe they don't. But the thing with him is he's under this giant microscope. So yeah, maybe you should be watching what you're saying. But at the same time, he was having a private conversation with another guy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And the media does an excellent job of making people look like shit when they want to.
My favorite part...
And I'm really glad that it didn't work.
Yeah. My favorite part of the whole night was watching the beginning... This is what I wanted to say before. Was the beginning stages where they're loving Hillary. They're saying a couple things about Trump because they have to.
CNN?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, once he won Iowa, which Hillary was supposed to win, and then he started... taking over in Florida and Pennsylvania, their whole tune changed.
Oh, yeah.
Where they were starting to, for lack of a better term, suck Donald Trump's dick. And it was embarrassing to watch, and it was hilarious. Because all of a sudden they're like saying nice things about him and saying, well, you know what, if he wins president, you know what, why they're voting for him is because he said some good things here. It's like you weren't saying that during the first 3 months, though. So it was kind of funny seeing them change their tune. Have you seen all the protests going on, though?
Yeah, but that's going to happen. That would happen regardless. Wouldn't matter who won president. It's going to piss some people off.
That's what people do.
Protests are stupid.
Nowadays.
And it's just, they're so, it's like, oh, let's gather up and let's protest about some random, like protest about everything now.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously, yeah, it was expected that there were going to be protests for which one won. It doesn't matter. There would be protests if Hillary won. 100%. Mm-hmm. Can't deny that. I'm surprised the protests aren't bigger and more like devastating because like you haven't heard about anybody dying or anything. Like at least I haven't. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, like I see some American flags being burned. I see people yelling "fuck Trump," but like obviously it's not that big a deal, and we're gonna have to deal with it now because he's the president for the next 4 years.
Some people are already calling for him to be impeached, which is ridiculous because he hasn't even been sworn in yet. He hasn't even done.
He's not even technically the president.
He hasn't even done anything wrong yet for him. Like you can't impeach him. He hasn't done anything.
I just can't wait for him to do something great, and then everybody go, okay, this guy's not a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like, do you have billions of dollars? You're calling a guy who has billions of dollars a dumbass.
You have to be smart
to have billions of
and
dollars.
be a good leader to make billions of dollars. That's facts.
People say, "Oh, he fucks people over, man. Like, he's not a good person." Like, yeah, maybe he's not the greatest guy, but I don't look at it like that. I look at him as not being politically correct.
Yeah,
which is going against the grain, which people don't like.
No, but clearly,
real people aren't politically correct.
Clearly, half the people did like it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm really like. I'm seeing. I see it more as a movement. Like, people are sick and tired of the establishment. It's bullshit,
and that's what Nuff Bullshit's about too.
Exactly.
So
this is a movement too, and our viewers all across the world. I hope you're saddling up and joining the movement.
Join the movement, Nuff Bullshit. What was I gonna say? You know what? Did you see? You probably didn't see it, but on The View, Whoopi Goldberg went on this big rant saying that
Whoopi Goldberg annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah, she started
her and Wendy Williams.
She started this big rant about whiteism and how this election just shows that whiteism is becoming a thing.
Whiteism,
not even racism anymore. Whiteism.
Oh, it's whiteism now. Okay.
Yeah,
it's a new one.
It's like everything's about white people, because listen. I'm just gonna put it into realistic terms here. 53 million people voted for Clinton. 53 million voted for Trump. Okay, it was pretty much 50-50. He won more states. He's the president. Okay. Now take all the white people, all the white men. Take all the white men and put them over here. Okay. Now take all the black people, Latinos, gays, and women and put them over there.
Gays?
Gays too, yeah.
Okay.
And put them all over onto the left side. Now, if you counted them up, I guarantee you the group on the left will be much bigger.
The white group or the other one?
No, the white men are a smaller
on the
group
right
than
side?
the blacks in America.
Oh, in America, okay.
In America. Okay? So that means that women, black people, Latinos, and gay people voted for Trump, because if they didn't, he wouldn't have won.
Oh, exactly.
So if you're going in there and saying, if you're going to go on TV and represent the black community saying that voting for Trump means that you're supporting whiteism, that means you're saying that black people are supporting whiteism too.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a fair rant. Like,
it's a stupid rant.
Just because he won the presidency doesn't mean that it's because of racist people. Like, just because you vote for Trump doesn't make you racist.
It's funny when you see these videos. Like, you watch the speech he gave. There was nothing racist about it.
No.
There was nothing racist about him and Obama talking today.
No.
You just pick out little things during his campaign, like the things he says. When it's so easy to pick apart a speech when you don't involve the question, you don't involve what they're talking about or why he said it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. Like, the guy doesn't hate black people. The guy doesn't hate Latinos. The guy doesn't hate Middle Eastern folk. Like, he doesn't hate. I don't think he hates anybody.
No, I feel like, you know what? I bet a good chunk of them voted for him. They would have had to.
They must have.
They would have had to.
Exactly. Like, it's annoying, man. Like, fuck, man. Like, half the country voted for him. Half the country didn't vote for an evil Hitler. Like, It's not true. And if you think that, you're retarded.
Oh, for sure. See all the hate on social media? People are freaking out.
Like, God, he's not the greatest guy ever. He hasn't said the most nice things, but fuck.
Yeah, like
chill out, man.
Yeah, chill. Like, just see what he's going to do first. Like, wait until he does something wrong. Then you can
if he fucks something up, man, I'll jump on board and say he's an idiot too, but, like, guy hasn't done anything yet. He's just said some words.
Yeah.
He said he likes grabbing chicks in the vaginas.
Who doesn't?
Do you think he actually meant that he likes grabbing girls' vaginas?
No, I think it was.
Has he ever been caught grabbing a girl's vagina? Or is it on tape? Or no, did he just say something dumb?
No, he just...
in a private conversation.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like, I mean, it was still kind of...
Do you remember the locker rooms in high school? AB? Heard some nasty shit in there. Way worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
That was so tame compared. Oh, my God. And then all these people coming out going, we don't talk like that in private. Are you kidding me? You do?
No, you go and cheat on your wives, you NBA...
At the end of the day, we're all humans who want to fuck. Like, that's all it is. You
Yeah.
can't pretend we don't want to. You can't pretend people don't, like, man, just pisses me off. Political correctness is annoying.
You know what annoyed me? You know what annoys me a lot? Is that Hillary Clinton, and I've heard a lot of people say this, Hillary Clinton, instead of going to these states where she was supposed to go, like Wisconsin, Michigan, and like getting in there and making sure she guarantees a vote, she didn't do it.
Yeah.
And you know what she's doing instead? She's hanging out with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah, why isn't she getting bashed for not supporting the fucking states?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's all got to be about race. It's got to be about, oh, he doesn't like gays or fucking Latinos. Like, no. No. Hillary didn't even go to Wisconsin, right? Wisconsin?
It was Wisconsin.
And she didn't go to another one. Did she go to Pennsylvania?
She probably went to Pennsylvania.
There was another one she didn't go to. And it was like, she hasn't been there in like 13 months. It's like, wow, hell of a campaign.
I want to say it was Michigan.
Don't quote us on that. B, if you could look that up, that'd be nice.
But
I know it was Wisconsin. I remember that.
Yeah. You know, like, if you're going to go hang out with Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, and all those celebrities, how can people relate to that? Because that's, like, Donald Trump's going and talking to the middle-class people, the lower-class people, like, trying to pump them up, saying, we're going to get you jobs. And she's out there hanging out with LeBron James and Jay-Z. People who make millions of dollars. Celebrities. Like, it's cool. Like, I mean, like, you see it on TV and you're like, oh, cool, she's hanging out with my favorite basketball player. I'm going to go vote for her.
Like, yeah, because we're all that dumb.
Yeah.
Like, Trump literally said he wants to rebuild the inner cities. And doing that will provide hundreds of thousands of jobs for Americans.
Yes.
If we're going to rebuild these shitty inner cities, like, you've seen how shitty they are.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to provide quite a bit of jobs.
Oh, for sure.
And the guy's got a multi-billion-dollar company, right?
Yeah.
Is it in the billions?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's been a billionaire before.
The guy built his company. At the end of the day, America does a lot of business. Why wouldn't you want a businessman in charge? And a good one at that. Probably the best one in America.
One of them.
Yes, I shouldn't have said that. One of the best in America. Well, he's known for being like the businessman, like the apprentice. Like,
I wouldn't say he's the best.
Some would say.
Some might say yes.
Some serious Trump supporters.
Jake Wilcox.
Or people dumb like me. But, and I wouldn't even call I support Trump because I support what's going on right now, I guess. But I wouldn't call myself one of those intense, like, Trump supporters because a lot of them like Trump for the wrong reasons, too. Like, let's play the other side here. Mm-hmm. There are racists.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
There are people who hate gay people. There are people who hate Muslims. There are people who hate Latinos. There are people who support whiteism. Mm-hmm. And they probably love Trump.
The KKK put a thing in there. I guess the KKK has a newspaper of their own. Like, they have a newspaper.
KKK is so fucking dumb, man.
And they openly supported Trump on their newspaper. So, I mean, there's your evidence.
But I hope you're listening long enough to hear me say this part because I probably sound like a really heated Trump supporter. But racists, people who hate people, like, they probably love Trump. And that's the small issue I have because he's talking to a lot of stupid people because there's a lot of stupid people.
Oh, yeah.
And stupid people who hate people for no reason will like Trump because of the media and because of if you pick apart the things he said. Like he did say, what did he say about the Latinos? Did he say some about them being rapists?
Yeah, no.
And it wasn't word for word that all Latinos are rapists, but he said something along the lines of that. And again, you're talking, I don't know. I'm not defending him. You shouldn't say shit like that. But that could make a white guy go, yeah, I don't like Latinos either. Let's vote for him. And that's the side I don't like. Like there's a lot of dumb Trump supporters out there too. Mm-hmm. And we can't deny that.
No, you can't.
But I'm Canadian, so it doesn't even fucking matter. But I am happy about how the election went.
Yeah. It was entertaining.
Very entertaining. It must have been the most entertaining campaign, man. That was pure entertainment.
That was pretty
I watched the debates.
That was pretty much a reality show for the last year.
Oh, it was awesome, man. I still can't believe you won.
I know, it was like it was cool because I always like when the underdog comes out of nowhere and wins. So it was almost
I liked that part. I wanted him to win just because of that almost.
I almost wish I bet on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet on everything else, so why didn't I bet on that?
I know, eh? Well, I really didn't think he was going to win.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
even
the odds were crazy.
my
You could
family's
win so
kind of
much
like, we've talked about saying like, yeah, we'd probably choose Trump if we had to pick, but like we really didn't think that it was actually going to happen.
Yeah.
5 minutes left.
All right. Well, what have you been up to for this month and a half that we had off, Jake? Do anything interesting? Did you learn any new hobbies?
I have been doing nothing.
I took up paleontology.
What's that?
Paleontology?
Paleontology. Go ahead and explain that.
Paleontology is the the study of dinosaurs and fossils.
No way. Didn't we talk about that on our podcast that was lost?
Yeah. Yeah, I took up paleontology.
Dude. So what do you do?
So I go to places that they discover fossils and stuff. And I got down in the pit, and we would brush them off and find different bones and stuff to try to create the bone structure of a dinosaur.
You know what, Jamie?
What?
I don't give a shit about dinosaurs.
Why is that, Jake?
I never have.
So you don't like Jurassic Park?
I hate Jurassic Park. I've never watched Jurassic Park. Is it Jurassic or Jurassic?
Jurassic. No T.
Goes to show what I know about dinosaurs.
So do you not support my...
In 1 year, out the other. I don't give a fuck about dinosaurs. I never have. They've always pissed me off. I don't care.
Do you not support my paleontology?
No, I don't.
No.
I think you're wasting your fucking time.
But dude, I was going...
Dinosaurs are dumb. I don't like them.
Is that why you didn't ask me for a whole... Like, I was gone for a whole month.
Yeah, I don't care.
On my expedition.
I don't think about dinosaurs. I don't care about dinosaurs. I don't give a shit about dinosaurs. I don't appreciate that. I don't care. I don't like dinosaurs.
I don't appreciate that I'm your friend, and I come home,
well,
and you don't even ask me.
I can't support this kind of...
You just start telling me about the new Modern Warfare game that came out, and you didn't care about me. You don't care about me.
I don't care about dinosaurs. And if you're involved with dinosaurs, unfortunately, I can't care. I don't give a shit about dinosaurs.
But it might be my new career.
Well, then we can't be friends.
Well, I guess this is the end of Nuff Bullshit.
No, we can keep doing this.
We actually only came back to do this one episode.
We won't have a relationship outside of this podcast.
So we're going to have a professional relationship only.
Yeah, I'll see you here twice a week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For our 2 episodes.
Yeah. And that's it.
Can we do one episode where I talk about like my findings?
I won't be there. Like, you can have a guest on and I just won't come. Like, do you want to have a dinosaur on the podcast? Oh, wait, they're all dead. So it doesn't matter. Stop wasting our time. Dinosaurs don't matter. Dinosaurs suck. I hate them. I don't even hate them because that would mean I care. And I don't.
So you just don't think about them.
Don't think about them. I've just always been not entertained by the thought of giant fucking monsters running around. Even as a kid, like, hated them.
What about The Land Before Time?
That was a good. That was a good show.
Yeah, so you
that was a good show.
Did you watch Barney?
But I neglected them being dinosaurs.
Did you watch Barney?
Everybody watched Barney.
Did you like Barney?
Of course, I liked Barney.
Barney's a dinosaur.
Well, I neglected the fact that he was a dinosaur.
You can't just do that.
He was a big purple thing. Were there any purple dinosaurs, Jamie, Mr. Paleontologist?
It's hard to say from the bone fragments that we discovered.
It doesn't matter. It's a waste of time. And in saying that, Jamie, give us a quick plug.
All right. So if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter, like the Facebook page, and you know what? Check us out on SoundCloud. We got some stuff on there.
Because of our new technical official, B, we're hoping to be on iTunes soon.
Yeah, you know what?
We're going to talk to him about that.
We're going to throw some shit on YouTube, too, because you can watch us on YouTube. We'll get some views on there.
Yeah.
You guys can comment on that.
Everybody around the world, I hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, well, hold on. Special shout-out to our fans in New Zealand.
Oh, hey.
Thanks for listening.
What do they speak there?
Oh, do they speak English? Good. So
Thank you for listening, New Zealand. And that's it. Take her away. Well, we'll see you next time, everybody.